Good morning. Welcome to the Knox County Board of Commissioners, June 25th, 2026 regular session. This morning we have our Knox County Sheriff with us, Sheriff Dan Luckesser. Dan.
So as of this would have been yesterday, but we had 15 females in custody, 64 males with a total of 79. Um, so as far as stuff going on, we've been working on filling open positions. Um, Hope by the end of the year that we're fully staffed, but we're working hard on that. Been some maintenance done at the jail. The maintenance team has done a great job of painting one of the dorms on the inside of the jail, painted over all the graffiti and etc. Fence work, was a gate put in at the tower, done in the evidence room and recreation area. All that fence work has been completed and it looks good. We've replaced three unmarked.
Dan, can I back up?
Yeah, sure.
So you said the fence for the recreation area. So did you expand the recreation area or just replace
No,
that?
just
fence?
replace the razor
Okay.
wire on the top of it. So,
Okay, thank you.
But we've replaced three unmarked vehicles that have reached the end of service. One of them was a 2015. Definitely need to be taken out of service. Uh, SAS has completed their work at the jail and on the camera systems. So we're grateful that's done.
Yes.
That's about all I have.
So your camera system, what it does it do now that the other one wasn't doing for us?
So the other ones they were just outdated. These are
Okay.
these are all new. I haven't actually got into the system and looked at it yet, but from what I understand, it's working well and everybody likes it.
Good.
Are you full now, staffing?
No.
The only reason I asked that, Sheriff, is we don't have an ad running on our webpage for any officers. Is there a reason?
So yeah, so right now we have four in the process.
Okay.
And if all four makes it through, then we'll be plus one on the patrol side.
Mhm.
We also have three in the process for the jail. So
Okay.
I
Good.
just had them take it down for the time being until we see what happens.
Any news, anybody ready to retire or go to greener pastures, as they think?
We have one of our recent new hires. He's resigning, got to go back to where he was working at before. He was hired to work in the jail. As far as I know, no one's retiring.
Good.
Sheriff, we're also gonna be working out there. I think custom wire is gonna replace that fire panel on the jail
Yes.
side, so I think that's gonna be hopefully getting underway before too long. But I know I told Aaron to go ahead and get rolling on that, so.
Yeah, I think he's gonna move one of the cameras back in the evidence room too.
It's good.
That's all I've got, Sheriff. I don't have any.
Yeah, that's
I will say this though about the job positions. I think everybody has a school of thought on that, and my school of thought always was as the manager of places. I kept the ad running 24/7 just because you never knew who was going to come to town, who moved to town, who was looking for a job, and they would see that. I know the day's world's a little different when it comes to job searching, but it was amazing. People used to say, well, it's not good for the company because it looks like you're always hiring. Well, in all actuality, I was always hiring because that field had a large turnover. But just food for thought. I mean, it seems like we go through lots of ebbs and flows, and hopefully if that ad runs, you'll have somebody planned on it for it.
Continuous people coming in. I think one of the reasons why I asked him to take it down is because there was so many applications coming in now, non-certified, so we don't get too many for the certified side of it, but my thoughts were is if
Yeah,
they're
it's your show.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not telling you how to run your show.
But yes, what my thoughts were on it is if they think there's a position available, but yet there's not.
Yes.
Which I try to email everyone and let them know, you know, whether we're needing more people or not, or if we have people in the process. But I know I don't catch all of them. I don't want them thinking that, you know,
I don't have any.
Yeah. That's
all right.
Thanks,
appreciate
Sarah.
it.
Appreciate it. Mr. Jason Booth.
Right, sir. We have a pre-contractor's application for payment. Number one, this is Smalls Asphalt Paving for the annual resurfacing contract for 2026 in the amount of $147,871.48. And the total bid amount was $674,391.93. So this is just obviously the first payment process.
Do you know what they paved?
It's, this looks like, well, it's probably a little bit of everything. It's probably material and things, because on here, it's got all the roads listed, so they don't think they paved anything yet.
Okay. Well, so moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Yeah, it looks like, Bill, they put down, there is a course one, level type course one here on Vincent Road.
Yeah.
So there's, looks like just a little bit of work being done on all the roads right now, gravel, sealing. So that's ready for signature. Then we have approved a service and license agreement with the Knox County Auditor and Pivot Point Partners LLC. Just looking here. Just see exactly, you know what this one was for, Mallory?
So it's for their website,
That's right.
which we just signed 2 weeks ago, the website service agreement. So this is kind of like part two of it.
Part two, okay, good deal.
Okay, so moved. Yeah, I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then we have from Jeff Pickrell submitted the certification and collection of delinquent water wastewater accounts to the Knox County Auditor. And so these are for areas where they're pay their water or sewer bills.
Yeah, I was looking at those, a lot of those were in Apple Valley. But yeah, it's sad that we have to put this out there, but it's a good thing we are. So I make a motion, we do.
Second it.
All those in favor say aye.
No, I don't, well, let's see if this spreadsheet goes. He might go on the spreadsheet.
He may have, I have this. $10,074.
$10,074.08. And then we have approved the Knox County Auditor to release permissive auto tax funds to the city of Mount Vernon as recommended by the county engineer. This is the amount of $87,763.49, and this was for completed improvements to Terrell Drive between Marina Drive and New Cambria Road as part of the 2025 resurfacing project for the city. So this just releases those funds.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then we spoke about this, I think, before. This is the letter of support to the Knox Community Hospital application for the Rural Health Transformation Program for the Healthier Ohio initiatives. This is ready for you to sign.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
This authorized the Knox County Department of Job and Family Services to participate in the State of Ohio Department of Administrative Services Cooperative Purchasing Program. It's just, they do this each year.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then Director Boone was in last week, I believe, and talked about the Job and Family Services Union contract with ASME Union. And so the union did ratify the contract and it's ready for your signature. Because he mentioned the other day, kind of continues to align Columbus Nelson tries to align those to county policy, and we've made some more strides with personal days line up with county days. The pay was 3%, which kind of lines up with the typical county. So I think is a good contract for the county and a good contract for the union as well. But that's ready for the three of you to sign and approve that contract.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And I think after that, that's all I have. We got some bills and 7 minutes for you to approve.
Anything else, Jason?
Just project standpoint, I believe, the city was supposed to start not paving, but marking the crosswalks. But this week, this week, I think, this week or next. So they'll get the crosswalk painted on High Street to finish that safety improvement project, as well as the crosswalk on the back of the building. And then they'll also be putting the parking spots back in on Chestnut Street. And that should wrap up that project. The transit business center project is going pretty well. The drywall's going up this week. So that we're starting to make progress on that. We've had a few issues with some potential change order on some water issues, getting some water in the back warehouse. But I think RCI is working on some options for us to mitigate that. But other than that, Honor Builders is doing a good job, and we seem to be on pace and on schedule for the project as of now. So things are going well.
Reconfirm what was that? On pace for that project.
We're hoping the end of October.
October.
Yeah, it's what we're striving for. Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously the elevator will be kind of one of the key components, and that's been delayed because of the city and the land bank getting that. Whatever the street is in front of that building,
Yeah.
they had that cave in, a couple of years ago or whatever, and finally. They are down there working on that, but until they get that resolved, we can't bring in a crew to start putting the elevator shaft in.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that's a little worrisome, that we're probably behind schedule.
I talked to Steve yesterday about another topic with that. I brought that up. He said they're a lot closer now than they were on that project. So,
Yeah. So
Sorry, house elevator.
the courthouse elevator, we have heard nothing back from the consultant. The elevator is working, I mean, not really. But we are continuing to run into issues with how we can modify and repair that elevator to get it to current standards because of the requirements. I think Todd was looking at maybe having the state elevator inspector come back so we can meet with him. Because short of trying to find a way to fix that, the only other option you would have is to
out back.
how to put an elevator on the outside of the building somewhere. It's a historic building. But you obviously have to have an elevator to get people from the basement up to the second floor. So,
Any other things that had historic, because there would be so many, I would think, that had the same situation.
ours, I think the shaft is so small in there. I mean, it's a small elevator. That's one issue. And I'm not an expert on it, but how you have to have if you do a hydraulic elevator, you gotta dig the pit out in the basement. There's not enough space to do that. If you put in an elevator like we have in this building, that's more of like the cable type. There's some requirements apparently that the electrical room has to be isolated. It has to be air conditioned. And when you go over there and you get to the attic, that's not really feasible to do that. So, we're still working on it, but it's yeah.
Thank you.
Bill, you have anything?
Yeah, Cheryl from Knox Pages had sent us note about the governor approving the putting chips in the snack cars, because as people recall, the last couple years anyway, there's been money stolen from the SNAP recipients, and so they believe that the chip card is more secure. So the state is moving to that level, which means we would also be moving to that level. And then on Monday, they had the celebration of one of the homes that were being dedicated. Yesterday, they were putting two homes in place using a crane down on Frost and Centennial Street, which was quite a process to see this crane sticking up above all the trees and getting that done. The idea was for us to be able to go in and inspect in the afternoon, but when I went back down around 1 o'clock, they weren't done yet. So, but those two homes will be the last two homes that needed to be put in place. So that was good. And then today at 3:30, another house dedication on 61 Columbus Road. And again, these are projects from the land bank. And then on Monday, the 29th at 5 o'clock, house dedication at 12 Madison Street. So we'll be there for that. And then I think most people know that next Tuesday is when the grand opening of the Founders Food Hall will take place at 11 o'clock. And so our session on Tuesday will get done quickly enough for us to go down there for that dedication. So those are things that I'm aware of that's been going on in our community. And thank to the Land Bank and People's Bank and CES and Community Foundation and also Habitat for being able to pull all these things together with the grant money that we received from the state. That's all I have to share, Barry.
Brenda?
Just this Saturday at 10, the airport, Knox County Airport, has their aviation dedications for their new center, the new Aviation Education Center ribbon cutting. It's at 11 o'clock, but they're open at 10 and they're going to have all kind of activities there at the airport. So the public is invited, and I think also one could has their big air show too, right?
Yes.
So it's going to be airport weekend and in Knox County. So looking forward to that.
Anything else, Jason?
No, sir.
Mallory, you have anything?
Nope.
I'll look from